Hey everybody, it is Angela and I am back with a process video, and I am going to use this new product I just purchased from Cheeky Studio, and that is Tuesday Hubbard here on YouTube. Hi Tuesday. And she just started this shop, and so I went ahead and I ordered 2 of her embellishment packs off there. I love to support, other designers and people here on YouTube. I'm a digital scrapbooking designer myself, so I know how much hard work and love and attention that you designers put into their products and kits, so I love to support them. So she sent me this beautiful package, and you can see those freebies of flowers and pearls she put in there. And she actually addressed it to the fabulous Angela Blanchard, so that gave me a little smile when I picked it up at the post office. So here you can see that I'm just being careful opening my package because I thought I could reuse this tissue paper. So I'm just clipping that. And I got the 2 collections. One was like a fall foliage collection. I don't remember the name of it right offhand. And the other was the winter flowers collection. And I just got the embellishment packs. I didn't get one of the kits. So they come in these little glassine bags. And it's a decent weight of cardstock. I was really impressed with the feel of them. They're really, sturdy. You get lots of different sizes of things, and this one is a combination of some pumpkins and gourds, but mostly fall foliage and a series of the cutest little raccoons ever. You can see there's a little umbrella, like some rose hips and little sprigs in beautiful yellows and oranges. So just a really cute collection. And I think she does this all in watercolor and then cuts them out. And there you can see I got a random little tree in there. I don't know if that was supposed to be in there or not, but they're cut out with a small white border around them. And then this is the Winter Flowers collection. Beautiful grays, blues, and pinks in this, and lots of flowers. So if you're a person that loves to scrapbook with flowers, this is the perfect embellishment kit or die cut pack to get. So just some beautiful things there. And I had a picture in mind of my granddaughter when I ordered this, and she's sitting in some fall leaves, so I bought the fall collection just to do that picture. So that's what I'm going to scrapbook here today. And I found this random piece of, I think it's Fine and Dandy. It's a gray like chevron paper. And so I'm going to use about half of that or a little over half of that and just place it here on this white cardstock. And I like that back too, but I probably wouldn't use it as a whole sheet anyway. So I'll probably use that other random piece on another layout. And I just loved the leaves she was sitting in, but the green was a little overpowering. And I thought, you know what? The green is really defined in the separation from the leaves. I mean, there's not a lot of things that would be hard to cut around. So I decided to just fussy cut the green off the back of my photo. I don't know what made me think of that or do that, but I just wanted her to kind of pop out of those leaves and not have the distraction of all that green color. So I just went ahead and cut it off. And now I'm thinking about matting it on something, but then I really just loved how it popped out of there. So I find this piece, it's a piece of paper from an old Cocoa Daisy kit. I think it was a one exclusive to the kit back in the day when I used to get their kits. And I just loved how well the colors matched, so I made just a small border. And then I'm going to use the little die cuts to just kind of go all around the edge, so it really looks like she's kind of popping out of all this leaves and foliage. And then I wanted one of the cute little pumpkins and raccoons on there as well. And I also put a couple leaves kind of falling down from the sky. So I like those up there. So I just kind of placed them like that just to get an idea. And now I'm going to start gluing things down. And I decide after I get this partially put down that I want to put a doily behind it. So I will lift it up here in a second and grab one of the doilies from my stash. So yeah, I just like, oh, I should put a doily behind there. So I grabbed that one, was a little bit off white. So I found this one which was more white, and I was just going to have it coming up from the top since I didn't mat the photo on anything. But then I thought, you know what? No, I'd like it to peek out on the bottom too. So I go and grab one of my full doilies. And so I try to carefully lift this up. I rip a little bit on the back of the photo, but it didn't rip through, so I'm okay there. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put that doily down and put my photograph. And she is actually like just toddling in this photo. So, and she's 3 now, so it's starting to get a little bit of an older photo, and I wanted to make sure to get it into her scrapbook. So I loved this collection with it. It really picks up on all the colors. And so I just put the pumpkins up on foam tape since they're a little bit different than the other things. I thought I'd go ahead and put them and the raccoon up on foam tape and then put the other ones flat to the paper. And I just want to hide that really sharp square edge along the bottom and sides there. So I'm just kind of trying to soften that edge up. So I go ahead and I put a few more of these down. And I had also pulled some paper flowers. They were some that I got at Michael's. They're like a recollections pack that I got probably about a year ago. And they were on sale, and so I was just waiting for the perfect layout to use them on, and this one turns out to be it. So I am going to mix some flowers in with this here in just a minute. I just kind of wanted to get my base down. So I really love the look of these embellishments. I love the watercolor on there. And I want to save those 2 leaves to kind of place like they're falling from the sky. So there's the pack of flowers. Yeah, I got those on sale a while ago just because I love the colors of them. And so I thought this would be the perfect layout for them because it pulls in. I want to pull in just a tad of the pink in her jacket and just kind of mix that in with the orange. And there was quite a big metal piece from that flower center poking out the back of the flower, so I just kind of clipped the wire off with my wire cutters. So I'm really liking those flowers. I want a few sprigs kind of coming out underneath those. So I'm going to use my hot glue to glue the flowers down. So while I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up, I decided to go ahead and put these other items down. So I'm really liking that. It hides all the sharp edges of that photograph and softens that. And then I also want to put some thread. So I grab my thread here and find a couple, like a pink and a coral. I think about the gold, but the gold's kind of hard to work with. So I just go ahead with this kind of corally orange color. And I'm going to place that in 2 places, and then I'm going to use the pink in the 3rd spot. I'm just kind of placing them down because I'm going to put hot glue on the back of those flowers, so when I hot glue the flowers on, it should hold the thread down. So I'm just kind of placing the thread where I want it. And then my hot glue should be ready, I think. Oh no, wait, I go to decide what my title's going to be. So I look in some of my products. I do want to bring some gold on there, even though I didn't bring the gold thread in here. So I like that precious title, but I thought, well, maybe it's too big, and that's a Saw Crafters product. So I go to my thickers instead and think, well, I'll do a smaller title. Maybe I'll do the XOXO from these thickers, or maybe I will spell out the word fall in some gold thickers. So I spend a little bit of time kind of going through these, but in the end I go back with the precious word from Saw Crafters. But yeah, it was a beautiful fall here in Oregon this year. The way the weather was, the trees turned some beautiful colors. Some falls aren't that pretty here. You know, the leaves just kind of turn brown and fall without really having any beautiful color to them. But this year the yellows were really prevalent. I know all of our maple trees and stuff down by the creek just turned a beautiful yellow. And it was, yeah, a beautiful fall. But now it's pretty much over and we're into the rains, which we will have probably until next July. So, yeah, so I was trying to get a lot of good photographs this year of some of the fall color that we had. So I wanted to make sure to get some of my older photographs with fall foliage scrapbooked. So here's the precious, the piece I pull that out, and I think it looks nice there with the flower kind of covering a part of it. It kind of nestles the word down in behind there, and you can still tell what it says even though the flower is covering it a little bit. So I'm just going to use some of my Scotch Quick Dry to put that down. And like I said, this is a Saw Crafters product, but I'm not going to link it this time because I know that Saw's shop is closed right now because she's out doing some other work at the moment. But I will link the Cheeky Studio products down below so that you can go check her out. Now I'm just going to cover up my photo and put some gold color shine on there. And you saw also that I took a couple of those hearts from a set of thickers that were also in gold and just put 3 of those down in my flower clusters just to bring more of that gold around through the layout. So there I get all my splatters on, and that is my finished layout. I really love how it turned out. I love the colors. I love the theme of it. Here are the close-ups. I've got some leaves up there just kind of falling down from the sky. I've got that super cute little raccoon on there. Flowers with all the little fall foliage kind of peeking out from behind them. Another little leaf kind of falling down the bottom. And then my gold title. So yeah, I really love it. So if you have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment down below and I will see you guys on the next layout. Bye!